Here is the Rode Videomicro. I'm going to be doing a quick unboxing of it, and then I'm going to be getting straight into a comparison with the microphone I'm currently using, which is the Sennheiser MKE600. This is a $300 microphone versus this $60 microphone. So let's just get into the unboxing. So here are the contents of it. So we have the manual over here. Don't really need this. We have the what seems to be a 3.5mm to 3.5mm jack. So I'm wondering if other ones work really well with it. We have the little stabilizer for the microphone so it doesn't pick up vibrations and stuff. And it has a shoe horse mount to mount on top of the camera. Here is the microphone itself. I like how they come pre-packaged with these windscreens here. So let's get this off real quick. This thing is actually really small, and to give you guys a sense of how small it is, I'm going to be doing a comparison. Overall, this thing has a really nice build quality, except I have one small gripe with this thing, and it's not the microphone, but it's the stabilizer itself. Look at this. See how wobbly that is? I can see why a lot of other people tend to break this. Let's finally get into what really matters, the sound quality. And here is the test for the MKE600, reading from the back cover of Persona 5. A group of high school students are out to reform Tokyo society, troubled by deception and hypocrisy all around them. These phantom thieves will steal into the hearts of people and confront the problem from the inside out. A group of high school students are out to reform Tokyo society, troubled by the deception and hypocrisy all around them. These phantom thieves will steal into the hearts of people and confront the problem from the inside out. Also, before I get into which one we should get, I want to get into one little thing with the MKE600 that I feel that should really be addressed here. That is indication of battery life. I know there's no screens on here or anything, so all they had to deal with was a light. But here, let me show you. So, to turn it on, only one light pops up. So what does that mean? I read that in the manual, and it says that means it's at full power. Like, not full power, but it means that the battery standing is pretty good. But I do find myself recording when I see that indication, and sometimes when the battery's too low, the sound starts to pick up a lot of noise. So that's kind of a bad feature right there. Now, for the second indication, it'll pop up that once you turn it on, it'll pop up twice, meaning that it's running out of battery, and when that happens, when you're trying to record, the audio will cut in and out because there's not enough power to be powering the microphone. I wish they kind of did this around the time that it starts picking up a lot of noise. So when recording with this thing, it sucks, but you have to be a bit aware of what's going on. So you're going to have to go into your camera, listen to the audio, but even then sometimes you can't really hear it that well, so your best choice is just to import it into the computer. So that can be a bit tedious, and this is one of the major flaws of this microphone. On the other hand, you're not really going to have this problem with the Videomicro because this draws power from the camera itself. What's the verdict? And there's no sure clear fire answer for this, but it's a simple one though. It depends. Depends on what you need it for. So let's just get into it. Let's start with the Videomicro. Who is this thing for? It's for vloggers and also for people on a budget that don't want to use their onboard mic and want to capture a bit better audio by using this. If you want to film something story driven or narrative, you're not going to want to use this thing. In that case, you're going to want to use the MKE600. It's not as loud as the Videomicro, but it can be through editing. The thing is, I noticed is that with the MKE600, it actually sounds clearer than the micro. That means that you're able to get a lot more detail from the lower frequencies through the editing process. That's it. If you want to record a bit more casual, then go for the Videomicro. But if you're on a budget, go for the Videomicro. If you can't afford the MKE, MKE600 and you still want to film something story driven and narrative, still you can get this, add it on a boom pole, and it'll be fine. One last thing I want to mention is, what microphone am I going to be using from now on? I'm going to be using the Videomicro because of portability, no battery problems. One tip out there, if this is your first shotgun mic, remember that shotgun mics are mono, so when you go into your editing program, you're going to want to change it to dual mono or whatever it's called, depending on what program you use. And that's it. Thanks for watching. BT out.